Okay, class, today for reading, we need to go back over text features. So let's start with the ones that we did yesterday. We put this little pocket in our notebooks, and we looked at examples of text features. So let's start with glossary. Who can tell me what a glossary is? Glossary. Without looking. Now remember, we did a little scavenger hunt. We went around. We took a picture of a glossary. Where would we find a glossary, Kelsey?
At the end of a book.
At the end of a book. Good. It's usually going to be in a textbook, like your language or like your social studies or math. Okay, good. It looks like this. So you would have the words in alphabetical order, and it gives you what? What is it giving you?
It's giving you
It provides definitions. Good. So it has words in ABC order, and it's giving you the definitions of them. Okay, so that's a glossary. You guys didn't have one of those that you put in your pocket, but we did talk about it, and we took a picture of it as we did our scavenger hunt yesterday. Okay, the next one is a table. We talked about oh no, we didn't talk about a table. We talked about a graph. Okay, what is a graph?
a graph is a graph is a data and compares a chart graph.
It compares data. Good. It compares data. Okay, so it could look like this. A chart or graph shows data and compares information. Kind of like what you see in math, on math problems. Okay. Okay, the next one is a diagram.
A diagram is a parts and has labels.
Very good. It has labels. A picture that has labels to show the parts of something. Good. Okay, and here's the little version that we put in our notebooks. So this is a diagram. It's showing parts of the eye. Okay. All right, the next one, what's an illustration?
An illustration is a person who draws the picture in a book.
That's an illustrator, but who can tell me what an illustration is? Illustration. Evangeline?
Like a person that draws or sketches.
Not the person. The person is called an illustrator. The illustration is the pictures that are what, Evangeline?
That are drawings and sketches.
Good. Drawings and sketches. Okay? A hand-drawn picture. Okay? So an illustration shows a drawing or sketch. Good. Heading. What's a heading? You guys hear me? We talk about headings in school. We also see them in books. What are headings, Allie?
Headings is the name.
A name or title of a section, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the title at the top of a page or section would look like this. We had a lot of different headings in that book. I wonder why. Penguins can't fly. Okay. The next one we talked about yesterday was a photograph.
A photograph is a real picture taken.
Yes, a real picture. So it looks like real life. It doesn't look like it's drawn. Okay. Next one, a map. That should be pretty easy. A map shows directions, shows location of something. We found one of these in our social studies book, right? When we were doing our scavenger hunt.
A lot of them. A lot.
Okay. Table of contents.
Ooh.
Where would you find a table of contents, Bryson?
At the beginning
At the beginning of a book, and it's going to tell us what? Where to find the chapters. Javea, were you going to say something else? Say that again? The titles of the chapters. Good. So it has the main parts or chapters of a text along with page numbers. Okay. We did not have that in our pockets, but we did talk about it, and you had to find it in your scavenger hunt. This one we did put in a pocket. Caption.
A caption?
Who have I not called on?
Me.
Aaliyah, what's a caption? It's the one with the elephant on it.
Oh.
There's a pic.
That explains what the picture is about.
Yes, so it's going to have a little sentence underneath the picture that explains what the picture is about. Okay, so you'll see the picture, and then the caption is what comes below the picture. A baby elephant is called a calf, and at birth weighs about 100 kilograms. So that's a typo. Weighs about 100 kilograms. Okay. And the last one we went over yesterday was keywords and the different fonts. You can tell me what a bold font would look like.
A bold
Aaliyah?
italic.
Bold font would not be italics. That's something separate. But bold looks like what, Kaylee? What does it look like?
I see the word.
We're talking about the font style. So you're going to see a bold word. What would it look like, Javea? Darker, yes. And it's standing out because it's a key word, meaning it's important. We have bold, we have italics. So italics is going to look a little slanted. And it's standing out because it's important. Okay? And we also have things that might be in color, highlighted, and underlined. All of these are different font styles to show important words. Okay? Now let's look at a few more text features. A table. I'm going to let you guess. So, a table, when you're talking about a text feature, obviously it's not a table like what you eat at. What do you think a table means if you would see it in a book?
Like a table of contents?
No? Allie?
A table where you sit at.
Nope, that's exactly what I said it's not. You weren't listening, that's why I called on you. Table is basically like a chart. It organizes information. Remember, we did patterns in tables today in math. The tables were going up and down, they were going sideways, so it's just a way to organize information. So you can see tables in math and you can see them in reading. Timeline, we should know what that is. What's a timeline?
A timeline, it goes...
Jamea?
It's like a line of numbers.
Of numbers, but more specifically, the numbers are not just any number, they're dates, right? Time. Okay, it's a line that's showing events that happened in order by year or by date. Okay? Okay, so a timeline is events in order. Okay, the next one we did talk about yesterday. We had to go find this in our scavenger hunt. It's called an index. What is an index? Okay, Kelsey?
It's in the beginning of the book.
Not the beginning.
I mean the end.
The end of the book.
By
the glossary.
Yeah, by the glossary.
But how is it different from the glossary? Do you know?
The glossary has like A, B, and C, D, but the index, it has
Well, the glossary has definitions. The index is not going to have definitions. It's just going to have words in order. Okay? So it's going to list every topic in the book along with page numbers. So if I wanted to find out about apples in the book, then I needed to go to page 2, 8, and 10 to learn about apples. Okay? That's what the index shows. So it's kind of like a table of contents, but this is going in alphabetical order, whereas your table of contents goes in order of like chapters or page numbers. Okay? And the last one is a subheading. What do you think that means? We have a heading and then a subheading. Zavea, you want to guess? You're on the right track. I heard you say it's a heading underneath a heading. Is that kind of what you said? Okay, that's right. A heading underneath the main heading. It states the topic of a smaller section in the text. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So here would be the heading, and then it has another heading. That would be a subheading. Make sense? Okay. So now I'm going to let you use your notes, and those of you at home can just rewind the video if you want to go back over these, but us in class, we're going to be using this pocket to help us do a quick little assignment on text features. So all you're going to do is you're going to get pictures. You need to look at this and decide what it is, come down here and cut the title out and label it correctly, okay? I would start with the ones you know for sure, okay? If you know for sure what this is, then go ahead and start here. If you know for sure what this is, then do that first. And wait till the end to do the harder ones, okay? Any questions on what we're doing? Okay. All right. So I'm going to let you guys get started on that at home and here in class. Text features.